Which did you like better, Jedi or The Empire Strikes Back?
Empire.
Blasphemy.
Empire had the better ending. Luke gets his hand cut off and finds out Vader is his father. Han gets frozen and taken away by Boba Fett. It ends on such a down note. And that's what life is, a series of down endings. All Jedi had was a bunch of Muppets.
There was something else going on in Jedi. I never noticed it until today. So they built another Death Star, right?
Yeah.
Now the first one was completed and fully operational before the Rebels destroyed it. Luke blew it up. Give credit where it's due.
And the second one was still being built before they blew it up. Compliments of Lando Calrissian. Something just never sat right with me the second time they destroyed it. I could never put my finger on it.
Something just wasn't right.
And you figured it out?
Well, the thing is, the first Death Star was manned by the Imperial Army stormtroopers. Dignitaries. The only people on board were Imperials.
Basically.
And so when they blew it up, no problem. Evil is punished.
And the second time around?
The second time around, it wasn't even finished yet. They were still under construction.
So?
A construction job of that magnitude would require a hell of a lot more manpower than the Imperial Army had to offer. I'll bet there were independent contractors working on that thing. Plumbers, aluminum siders, roofers.
Not just Imperials. Is that what you're getting at?
Exactly. In order to get it built quickly and quietly, they'd hire anybody who could do the job. Do you think the average stormtrooper knows how to install a toilet main? No. All they know is killing in white uniforms.
Alright, so they bring in independent contractors. Why are you so upset about its destruction?
All those innocent contractors hired to do a job were casualties of a war they had nothing to do with. Alright, look. You're a roofer.
And along comes this government contract. You got the wife and kids, two-story in suburbia. This is a government contract, which means a lot of benefits. Then along come these left-wing militants with lasers, and they kill you and anything within a 3-mile radius. You didn't ask for that. You have no personal politics. You're just trying to scrape out a living.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but what were we talking about?
The ending of The Return of the Jedi.
My friend is trying to convince me that any contractors that were working on the uncompleted Death Star were innocent victims when it was destroyed by the rebels.
Well, I'm a contractor myself. I'm a roofer. Done and ready home improvements. And speaking as a roofer,
I can tell you a roofer's personal politics comes heavily into play when choosing jobs.
like when?
3 weeks ago, I was offered a job up in the hills. A beautiful house. Tons of property.
It was a simple reshingling job, but I was told that if I finished it within a day, my price would be doubled. Then I realized whose house it was.
Whose house was it?
Dominic Bambino's. Babyface Bambino, the gangster? The same. The money was right,
But the risk was too high. I knew who he was, and based on that, I passed the job on to a friend of mine.
Based on personal politics.
exactly. And that week,
The Frasecchi family put a hit out on Babyface's house. My friend was shot and killed. And he didn't even finish shingling.
no way. I'm alive because I knew there were risks involved, taking on that particular client. My friend wasn't so lucky. You know, any contractor working on that Death Star knew the risks. If they were killed, it was their own fault,
A roofer listens to this.
not his wallet.